Hello, Merry Christmas, Happy Christmas, wherever you are in the world. It's here at last, 25th of December, 8 o'clock in the morning. Well, it is in Britain. Actually, it's not, it's about 7 o'clock here, but this will go on at 8 o'clock, just to confuse you all on this wonderful day. Different times around the world, of course, so wherever you are, Happy Christmas. Hope you have a great day. And Boxing Day, of course, we've got tomorrow, haven't we? So don't drink too much. I'm not going to be drinking much. I've lost half a stone and I'm not going to spoil that. Well, I'll try not to anyway. Happy days. Are you feeling Christmassy? What presents have you had? I haven't opened mine yet. We're not going to open ours until later on. Well, that's to each other. But the rest of the family, they're around tomorrow, of course, Boxing Day. That's when we will be opening all our presents. So today it's just present from me to Trish and from Trish to me. And we have said only one each this year. In the past, we've said one each and then Trish will come out with 6 presents for me and I've got one for her. This time it's definitely just one each. The weather, we had a lot of mist. Yesterday morning, I woke up and it was really misty. Looking out of the window, I could hardly see the houses. Down the road, it was awful. It's very mild. I won't do a weather forecast. You're not interested in that. You're more interested in Christmas. What are you having for breakfast? I don't know what we're having. Probably something light because we've got our dinner later on. It's still dark. It's very early. It's only 7 o'clock, so I don't know what's happening. I don't know whether it's misty today out there. Very mild, though, which is good. It would have been nice to have snow, wouldn't it? But the trouble is, it goes on and on and on, which is not nice, of course. So what have you got planned for today? It's just Trish and myself here today. No visitors, no nothing. Christmas Day, just us two, which is rather nice. We had our toasted tea cakes last night, Christmas Eve, by the coal fire. We sat there and I had a glass or two of port and lemon, which is my favourite drink, as you know, at Christmas. And I've also got some Stone's ginger wine, which I will be having today, probably with my lunch. I'm not going to go mad. I don't want to go and ruin my diet, my weight loss. I don't want to come out of Christmas and say, well, I went into Christmas having lost half a stone and I've come out of Christmas having put on a stone. That would be dreadful. Now down to the serious business. I want to thank you all for your company over all the years. I believe this April is 6 years worth of podcasts. How you've survived, I don't know. I've survived because I love talking to you. You know that. Sometimes I talk so much my voice goes. I think it's going now. Never mind. Perhaps a Stone's ginger wine. No, not at this time of the morning. It's not even daylight. I can't have Stone's ginger wine for breakfast, can I? Dreadful. So thank you all very much for standing by me for all these years. And the newcomers, of course, welcome to you, new listeners. I know we're getting new listeners every week from all corners of the earth. How can you have corners of the earth? I've often wondered that. It's round. Or do some of you think it's flat? Anyway, there we are. Raise Rants at protonmail.com. If you want to say anything, I've put a picture of our Christmas tree on the website, raiserants.info. Go and have a look at that. I haven't put much on the website recently. As I've said before, I don't want to stick pictures on there and stuff like that just for the sake of it. But I thought I'd just show you our Christmas tree there all lit up, which looks rather nice. So the next event is Boxing Day tomorrow. That's when we've got all the family around, except for the 6 that have gone to the North Pole. Not the North Pole, Norway. They've gone to Norway. We've had photos from them. They've got this big, is it SUV, this big vehicle with chains on the tyres. It got stuck in the snow and there's a video of them all pushing it and having great fun in the snow. Rather them than me. I would like to see Norway, but I don't want to go up there and freeze and things. They're having a great time. Of course, they're young, aren't they? Unlike us oldies. So the next thing is tomorrow, Boxing Day, and then we've got New Year's Day and New Year's Eve, of course. We're not doing anything New Year's Eve. We're round to sister-in-law's New Year's Day afternoon where we're having cheese and bread, which will be nice, and pickled onions and all that stuff. And, of course, beer and wine. So I'll have to be a little bit careful there. So what happens after all the festivities? Christmas Day, Boxing Day, New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. I tell you what happens. Spring is on the way. The daffodils come up, the snowdrops and all the other things, crocus and all the other little bulbs. They start poking their heads above the snow. Well, if we get snow, above the mud. No, above the earth, the soil. I don't know why people call it mud. It's not. It's the garden. It's the soil. mud is all horrible and wet and you have to wander through it with Wellington boots. So lighter evenings began on the 21st of December. Not that you'd notice. I don't know why we don't notice the lighter evenings. The whole January, February, it's meant to be getting lighter and lighter. It doesn't seem to happen. Someone said it's about 10 seconds a day that the daylight gets lighter. I don't know. It doesn't matter. We will be on the right side of Christmas and New Year's Eve once the festivities have all gone. And then eventually, as we get into April, well, you know all this. Why am I telling you this? Well, then we get the lighter evenings. We get some sunshine. We've put all our winter pansies in, so we do have some flowers. But I like the spring when I can start buying plants for the year, all the flowers and things. If I had more land, I'd like to grow vegetables still. I'm not going to go into that. I'm fed up with the supermarket stuff. It's tasteless, waste of time, waste of space. Of course, for you lot down under, it's summertime now, isn't it? Are you midsummer yet? We're December, of course. Are you midsummer? But it's a whole southern hemisphere, isn't it? I spoke to a chap in Brazil the other day on the radio. That was quite a good contact. He said, it's hot there. I said, it's cold here. So that was an interesting conversation. No, there was more to it than that. But yes, it's the whole southern hemisphere, isn't it, that's warm. As for Norway, spending Christmas up there, like our lot are, well, 6 of them anyway, it's dark all the time. I've noticed the photographs they've sent, they're all dark. It looks like it's night time all the time. You know, the sky, even in the daytime, it's grey and dull and I don't know. I just don't like it. SAD. What's that stand for? Something SAD syndrome. It's where you don't get enough vitamin D. Is it in the dark and you get this syndrome thing and people get depressed like Eeyore the donkey. I must admit it is horrible being in the dark or semi-dark all the time, not being able to go out in the sunshine. Anyway, there is an upside to winter, isn't there? As I've said, sitting by the coal fire, toasting your cakes and things and sipping your wine or your mulled wine or whatever takes your fancy. Winter can be a nice time, just depends how you look at it, I suppose. I was intrigued by this SAD thing. It's called seasonal affective disorder, type of depression that comes and goes in a seasonal pattern, sometimes known as winter depression. Oh, that's interesting. Some people with SAD may have symptoms during the summer and feel better during the winter. Right, that's enough of that. That's the NHS, National Health Service website. Well, we don't want any sadness going on, do we? My grandmother, when I was young, she said to me one Christmas, she said, in Australia, they have their Christmas dinner on the beach. And I was thinking, what? I was about 6 years old. What? Christmas dinner on the beach in the snow? And she said, no, it's their summer. And I couldn't comprehend. Their summer? What's she on about? The woman's gone senile. How can it be summer? It's winter. Of course, the whole world doesn't have winter and summer at the same time, does it? I do remember that, though, thinking that she was balmy. Christmas dinner on the beach in the snow. We've got this Sunday's episode to think about, haven't we? Well, I say we, I have. I've got to look through my books of ideas that you've sent me. I haven't said Happy Christmas to anyone in particular because there's too many of you. It would be a 2-hour-long episode if I had to read out everyone's names. But you know who you are, the regular emailers and the others that aren't so regular. I hope you're all having a great time. Hope you can find some peace and some happiness. If you're not having a great time, then try to look on the positive side if you can. I know a lot of people don't have a great time, do they? Any time of the year. They've got various things going on. They've perhaps lost loved ones or whatever's happened. But try to smile if you can. Try to be positive. Perhaps look to the future. Oh, there's one little gaggle of people that I must say Happy Christmas to out in North Carolina. My son and his beautiful family. Happy Christmas, you lot, if you're listening. I haven't had my present yet. Where is it? It's probably coming in a special delivery. Is it a big crate? I look forward to that. Happy Christmas to everyone in North Carolina and America and everywhere. Everywhere. What is it? That Scrooge thing. He said Scrooge was as good as his word or something like that in this good old town, in this good old world. I can't remember. We keep watching these Scrooge episodes. They're all different. I like Alistair Sim. That's the best one. I know I said this the other day, but I've got to say it again. He's in the pub, in the inn, having his soup. Waiter, more bread. That'll be another halfpenny, sir. No more bread. I like that. No more bread. Happy days. I'm going to disappear. It must be almost time for breakfast. I can hear Tricia rattling about in the kitchen. Have a lovely Christmas, everyone. Great to talk to you again. Look forward to Sunday. No idea what I'm going to say. I'll try and do the hour episode if I can. Just have a great time. Relax. Be happy. And above all, be healthy. Thanks for listening as always. Bye-bye for now.